We're live. Welcome to DogMode. We are North American diving dog sanctioned facility in Salt Lake City, Utah. The DogMode pool is 20 feet wide by 45 feet in length, and the dock surface is 8 feet wide by 40 feet in length. Up first on the dock, we have Craig and Calypso. Jump comes in at 25 feet 0 inches. Bigger jump that time for Calypso, coming in at 27 feet 9 inches. Next dog on the dock, we have Amethyst.
Next up on the dock, this is going to be Heather and Shelly and Augie. On deck, Bell in blue, followed by Trent and Boomer, Steven and Chaka, Morgan and Cobain, Maddie and Edmund, Peter in blue. This will be a non-scored practice jump for Augie. Once again, we are DogMode, a North America Diving Dog sanctioned facility here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Beautiful toss by Shelly. Good looking jump there by Augie. Now we'll get into the two scored jumps. Once again, Bell and blue on deck. Back to where I was. We are North America Diving Dog sanctioned facility here in Salt Lake City. DogMode pool you see here in front of me is 20 feet wide by 45 feet long. Dock service up there 8 feet wide by 40 feet long. Competitors can use any amount of that dock, as little or as much as they would like. Every jump you see will be scored from the end of the dock there to where the base of the tail on the dog breaks the surface of the water. Scored jump number one coming up right here for Augie. Beautiful toss, good looking jump by Augie right there. And that's going to be a brand new personal best for Augie at 15 feet and 7 inches. Broke it by 1 inch, 15 feet 7 inches on jump number one. Good boy, Augie. Or good girl, I always say that. Sorry, Augie. I know I do it every time. I always catch myself. Got it, Edie. Every time I do that. Sorry, Augie. On deck, Bell and blue, Trent and Boomer, Steven and Chaka, Morgan and Cobain, Maddie and Edmund, Peter and blue. Scored jump number two coming up right here after a brand new person. Another big jump by Augie right there. Much, much bigger on jump number two, coming in at 16 feet 4 inches on jump number two. Another personal best clear out at 16 feet and 4 inches. Nice job by Augie. Back-to-back personal best from jump number one to jump number two. Great way to start the weekend for Augie. Next up, we have a brand new team just took on this sport just in the last few weeks. This will be Belle and her yellow Labrador Retriever. This is blue. On deck will be Trent and Boomer, followed by Steven and Chaka. First ever competitive score coming up for this team. They will be doing the non-scored practice jump first. Beautiful looking jump right there on that practice jump. First ever competitive jump for Bell and Blue coming up right here on deck. Once again will be Trent and Boomer, followed by Steven and Chaka, Morgan and Cobain. Scored jump number one coming up right here for Blue. Good, man. That was a nice jump right out of the gate right there. That's going to be a master level jump coming in at an even 20 feet and 0 inches on jump number one. 20 feet and 0 inches. First ever competitive jump for Blue right there. Nice job, buddy. 20 feet 0 inches. First ever competitive jump for Bell and Blue. On deck, once again, Trent and Boomer. Beautiful stretch, going to be a little bit shorter, I think, on jump number two, but pretty close. Jump number two, a little bit shorter indeed, coming in at 19 feet and 0 inches on jump number two, 19 feet 0 inches. Going to take that brand new personal best of 20 feet 0 inches from jump number one. Next up on the dock, coming all the way from Alaska for this event, this will be Trent Tanner and his yellow Labrador Retriever, Boomer. Trent and Boomer were in here practicing just a couple nights ago. Huge, huge jumps came out of this boy the other night. Owns a personal best all the way out at 26 feet 7 inches. I fear that's in very much jeopardy this weekend. Non-scored practice jump number 1 coming up right here for Trent and Boomer. Good boy, Boomer. Beautiful 8-foot run down the dock. On deck, Steven and Chaka, followed by Morgan and Cobain, Maddie and Edmund, Peter and his Labrador Blue. Scored jump number 1 for Boomer coming up right here. Once again, has a current average of 24 feet 10 inches. Personal best way out at 26 feet and 7 inches. On deck, Steven and Chaka, followed by Morgan and Cobain, Maddie and Edmund, Peter and Blue. Good man, Boomer. That was a nice one. Boomer already broke his personal best. 26 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. 26 feet and 10 inches on jump number 1. Good man, Boomer. 26 feet and 10 inches on jump number 1. Good man. Big, big jump by Boomer right there. It was even a little bit bigger than I thought it was. Never know till you match those numbers up. Another big jump by Boomer. Another big one, not quite as big, but still a huge one coming in at 26 feet and 3 inches on jump number 2. Back-to-back monster jumps by Boomer. Nice job, buddy. All the way from Alaska for us to watch that. 26 feet back-to-back jumps for Boomer. Great way to start the weekend. That's going to bring us to another one of my favorite teams. This is Stephen, Christine, and their Chocolate Lab, Chaka. Been following this team for well over 10 years. Chaka owns a personal best of 21 feet 3 inches. Season average will sit at 19 feet and 2 inches. I want to thank Steven. He's one of those wildfire firefighters going out to California tomorrow to help out there. I want to thank him for all his efforts in that. No practice jumps for this team, straight into the 2 scored jumps. On deck, Morgan and Cobain, followed by Maddie and Edmund, Peter and Blue. Scored jump number 1 for Chaka right here. Watch how fast she goes down the dock. Good girl, Chaka. Nice jump right there. Jump number 1 for Chaka, really, really nice. Comes in at 19 feet and 5 inches. 19 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. Good girl, Chaka. On deck, Morgan and Cobain, followed by Maddie and Edmund, Peter and Blue. Scored jump number 2 for Stephen, Christine, and Chaka. Nice, nice jump by number 1 there by Chaka, coming in at 19 feet and 5 inches. Another good one. Big splash on that one by Chaka. is going to be just a little bit shorter on jump number 2. That one's going to come in at 17 feet and 7 inches. Good girl, Chaka. 17 feet, 7 inches on jump number 2. Going to stick with that big jump of 19 feet and 5 inches on jump number 1. Gave me a good shower. Apparently, she thought I was stinky. Been working all day. Good girl, Chaka, one of our veteran dogs. She's 12, right, Steven? Pretty sure Chaka is 12. Does that sound right, Marie? I think so. Next up on the dock, this will be Morgan and her All-American dog. This will be Cobain. Cobain owns a personal best out at 7 feet and 4 inches. Current average is 3 feet and 9 inches. You will see dogs jumping all the way from just a couple feet here all the way out well over 30 feet this weekend. Good variety, fun for dogs of all sizes. Cobain will be doing the non-scored practice jump, which that was right there. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Morgan and Cobain. On deck, Maddie and Edmund, followed by Peter and Blue, Tatum and Echo, Sonia and Fisher, Michelle and Jackson. Nice job, Cobain. That was a good jump from him. Good jump comes in at 4 feet and 10 inches for Cobain. 4 feet and 10 inches. That's a really nice Cobain jump. Good boy. 4 feet, 10 inches on jump number 1. On deck once again is Maddie and Edmund, followed by Peter and Blue, Tatum and Echo. Jump number 2 from Cobain, going to be just a little bit shorter, comes in at 3 feet and 5 inches on jump number 2. Got that nice one of 4 feet, 10 inches on jump number 1. Yeah, that was all of them. Fetch Morgan and Cobain's toy there. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. That's going to bring us to the little man with 3 legs. This is Golden Retriever Edmund. 3-legged Golden Retriever Maddie and Edmund. On deck will be Peter and Blue, followed by Tatum and Echo, Sonia and Fisher. Guy with only 3 legs and a ton of heart. This is Edmund. This guy owns a huge personal best, clear over 20 feet at 20 feet and 11 inches. Season average right now for Edmund sits at 14 feet and 0 inches. No practice jumps coming for Ed. Good man, Ed. Good boy. Jump number 1 for Edmund's going to come in at 14 feet and 2 inches on jump number 1. 14 feet, 2 inches for Edmund on jump number 1. Good boy, Ed. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Edmund. Once again, owns a humongous personal best, clear out at 20 feet and 11 inches. Nice jump. Jump number 1 at 14 feet, 2 inches for Edmund. And Peter and Blue on deck, followed by Tatum and Echo. Edmund's got his blue paint on, ready to go for the weekend. Jump number 2, splash number 1 coming up right here for Maddie and Edmund. Peter and Blue on deck. Good man, Ed. Jump number 2 going to be just a little bit shorter. Still a good one. That one comes in at 13 feet and 7 inches for Edmund. 13 feet, 7 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Ed. Next up came down from Boise, Idaho. This is Peter Davidson and his black Labrador Retriever. This is Blue. This boy has a huge personal best, way out at 29 feet 2 inches. Season average for this guy sits at 26 feet and 3 inches. Ranked in the top 5 of all Labrador Retrievers across the country. This boy can definitely get out there. Been around this game for quite some time. There's not another lab out there I'd put up against this guy and think they're going to beat him often. No practice jumps for Blue, straight into his 2 scored jumps. Now I hear him. He was way too quiet outside. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Peter and Blue. Nice toss. Good looking jump by Blue right there. Nice jump right out the gate. Comes in at 27 feet 0 inches on jump number 1. 27 feet 0 inches. Good man, Blue. Good boy. 27 feet 0 inches right out of the car from Idaho. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Peter and Blue. On deck is Tatum and Echo, followed by Sonia and Fisher, Michelle and Jackson, Katie and Coca. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Peter and Blue. Nice stretch by Blue. That looked to be a little bit bigger yet even. Matter of fact, his identical scores coming in at 27 feet 0 inches back to back. 27 feet 0 inches on jump number 2. Beautiful stretch on jump number 2 by Blue. 2 huge jumps of 27 feet 0 inches. Good man, Blue. Next up on the dock, this will be Tatum and Echo. On deck, Sonia and Fisher, Michelle and Jackson. Echo owns a personal best clear out at 25 feet 0 inches. Beautiful warm-up jump there for Echo. Current average for 2021 sits at 20 feet and 10 inches for Echo. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here on deck once again. Sonia and Fisher, followed by Michelle and Jackson, Katie and Coca, followed by Cindy and Kraken. Scored jump number 1 for Echo right here. Nice jump by Echo. Ton of hang time on that one. Nice job, Echo. Comes in on jump number 1 at 18 feet and 3 inches on jump number 1. 18 feet, 3 inches with a ton of hang time on that one. Sonia and Fisher on deck, followed by Michelle and Jackson, Katie and Coca. Score jump number 2 coming up right here for Tatum and Echo. On deck is Sonia and Fisher. Nice job, buddy. Caught it right as he hit the water. Nice job on jump number 2. Going to be quite a bit bigger on that one. It will come in at 19 feet and 3 inches on jump 2. 19 feet and 3 inches on jump number 2. Nice job, Echo. Good looking toss by Tatum. Snagged it out of the air right as he hit the water. Up on the dock. This will be Sonia and her big jumping Chesapeake Bay Retriever. This is Fisher. Fisher owns a monster personal best clear out at 28 feet 11 inches. 2021 season average is a big one that comes in at 27 feet and 11 inches. On deck, Michelle and Jackson, followed by Katie and Coca, Cindy and Kraken. Cindy and Cruisin', Ashley and Larry. Non-scored practice jump coming up right here for Sonia and Fisher. Ton of hang time on that for Fisher. Where you going, buddy? I have never seen him do that before. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Sonia and Fisher. On deck, Michelle and Jackson, Katie and Coca, Cindy and Kraken, Cindy and Cruisin', Ashley and Larry. Guest holder, Trent Tanner on the back of the dock. Trent used to be Fisher's everyday holder, then he had to go and move to Alaska on us. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Sonia and Fisher. Nice jump by Fisher. Jump number 1's a big one. That one's going to come in all the way out at 27 feet 5 inches. 27 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. Good boy, Fisher. Good boy, 27 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Sonia and Fisher. On deck, Michelle and Jackson, Katie and Coca. Nice jump once again by Fisher. Jump number 2 for Fisher is another great one. Comes in at 27 feet and 3 inches on jump number 2. Good man, Fisher, 27 feet 3 inches. Back-to-back big jumps. Nice job, buddy. Next up, this is Jackson, followed by Coca, Kraken, Cruisin', Larry, Little D, Louie, and Lucy. No practice jumps for Jackson, right into his 2 scored jumps. He has a personal best out at 23 feet 5 inches. Good man, Jackson. That was like a missile coming off the end right there, really fast. Jump number 1, a good one for Jackson, comes in at 20 feet and 6 inches. 20 feet 6 inches on jump number 1. Good boy. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Jackson. Good man. Another good jump by Jackson right there. Ton of speed down the dock. Jump number 2 is going to come in at 20 feet and 2 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Jackson. 20 feet and 2 inches. This is Katie and Coca. They will be doing their non-scored practice jump. Coca is one of Katie's brand new dogs. They do have a personal best out at 10 feet 2 inches. Nice looking toss. Good jump by Coca. And out we come. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Coca. Once again, doing a personal best of 10 feet 2 inches. Their average so far is 9 feet and 4 inches. On deck is Kraken, followed by Cruisin', Larry, Little D, Louie, and Lucy. Nice jump by Coca. Good toss by Katie. That's going to be a huge new personal best all the way out to 11 feet and 9 inches. 11 feet and 9 inches and almost 2 feet further than their prior personal best. Good job, Coca. Good looking toss there by Katie. On deck, Kraken, Cruisin', Larry, and Little D. Louie and Lucy will round out the L's, then to Katie and Mava. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Katie and Coca. Kraken on deck. Another nice jump by Coca. Really nice there. And another new personal best all the way out to 12 feet and 6 inches on jump number 2. 12 feet 6 inches, 2.5 feet further than their prior personal best. Good job, Coca. Awesome job. 2 really nice jumps and 2 nice tosses there by Katie as well. Do you have? Now this is Cindy and Kraken guest handler Mary Beth. Non-scored practice jump. Beautiful job there. This little Kraken here owns a huge personal best all the way out at 27 feet 9 inches. 2021 average sits at 23 feet 9 inches. First time ever handled by Mary Beth. See what we can get right here on deck will be Cindy's other dog, will be Cruising, followed by Ashley and Larry. And then Cindy's third and final dog of the splash will be Little D. Guest handlers on all, I believe, the splash. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Cindy, Mary Beth, and Kraken. It's feasible you're in my way. I hope you're in my way. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Mary Beth, Cindy, and Kraken. Beautiful jump by Cracky right there. Jump number 1's a good one. Comes in all the way out at 22 feet and 1 inch on jump number 1. 22 feet and 1 inch for Kraken. Good girl. Nice jump for Kraken and a brand new handler. Nice job, guest handler Mary Beth on the dock. You'll see her up later with her huge jumping golden retriever, Ruby. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Cindy, Mary Beth, and Kraken. Cruising on deck. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Kraken. Beautiful midair grab and a much bigger jump on jump number 2. That was beautiful. Jump number 2 is a lot bigger. That comes in all the way out at 23 feet and 5 inches on jump number 2. 23 feet 5 inches. Good girl, Kraken. Beautiful toss by Mary Beth. That was beautiful. Nice job, Cindy, Mary Beth, and Cracky Sue. Nice, nice toss. Beautiful looking jump. That was Cindy's female border staffy, Kraken. Next will be her male. This will be Cruisin'. That was the prettiest jump we've seen all weekend right there. Guest handler Callie Knight on the This is Cruisin'. Non-scored practice jump coming up right here on deck, Ashley and Larry. Non-scored practice jump for Callie and Cruisin'. Good man. Nice jump, buddy. Good man. Right here, but good man. Number 1 coming up right here for Callie, Cindy, and Cruisin'. On deck, Ashley and Larry, Little D, Louie, and Lucy. Wow, look at that. Good man, Cruisin'. I'm pretty sure he just beat Cracky Sue. Let me check my numbers. He did not. It's a tie. 23 feet and 5 inches. 23 feet 5 inches. Good man, Cruisin'. Good boy. Good looking toss by Callie Knight right there. 23 feet and 5 inches. Good boy. Nice cruising jump. This man does own that huge personal best out at 26 feet 4 inches. Current average for 2021 sits at 21 feet and 9 inches. On deck, Ashley and Larry, followed by Cindy and Little D, Georgia and Louie, Margaret and Lucy. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for cruising. 1 more inch to beat his big sister. Another good looking jump, and that one may have done it. Much bigger on jump number 2. 24 feet 10 inches on jump number 2. 24 feet and 10 inches. Good boy. Nice job cruising. 24 feet and 10 inches on jump number 2. Good man. Really nice entry on jump number 2. Good man cruising. Next up on the dock, this is going to bring us to Ashley and Larry. Best name in all of dock diving right here. This is Ashley and Larry. This boy has definitely won me over. This big guy owns a huge personal best, clear out at 14 feet and 8 inches. Just a brand new dog just a few events ago. Current average for this year is 12 feet and 3 inches. Larry will be doing a non-scored practice. Good boy. Good man. Tried to rip that right out of the air. Good boy, Larry. Little D on deck, followed by Georgia and Louie, Margaret and Lucy. Keep kicking, buddy. Keep kicking. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Ashley and Larry. On deck, Cindy, I believe, Deborah and Little D, Georgia and Louie. He's ready to go. I don't have time to wait. Let's get this going. I don't think that's how it works, though, Larry. Good man. Nice looking entry on that one as well. Good jump by Larry. Big jump comes in at 14 feet and 5 inches. Good boy, Larry. 14 feet and 5 inches. Very near a personal best for him as well. Good man. On deck is Little D, followed by Louie, Lucy, Mava, Maisie, and Maze. Competitors, please make sure you're paying attention. 3 dogs out the back door at any given time. Running order is on the whiteboard out back. Just 3 inches off that personal best on jump number 1. Good man, Larry. Scored jump number 2 right here. Wow, that's going to be a big one for Larry. Holy cow, buddy. Huge new personal best all the way out to 15 feet and 10 inches. 15 feet, 10 inches. Beat that personal best by over an entire foot. Good boy. Good man, Larry. Nice jump, buddy. Good boy, Larry. 15 feet 10 inches on jump number 2. Nice job. Biggest dog in the whole competition up next, folks. Weighing in at a whopping 3 pounds, this will be Little D. It is Debbie, Cindy, and Daenerys, a.k.a. Little D. On deck, Georgia and Louie, Margaret and Lucy. Biggest jumping dog in the whole, folks. She's got the biggest heart of all of them. Daenerys owns a huge personal best out at 5 feet 1 inch. Current average for Little D is 4 feet and 2 inches. Guest holder, Aunt Debbie. Want to thank these two ladies for running our administration booth out back all weekend long this weekend. Here we go. We get to the corner post. That means it's time to go. Come on, D. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. And there it is. Good girl, D. First time ever with guest holder Debbie. Jump number 1 comes in at 3 feet and 7 inches. Good girl, D. Big jumping machine right there. 3 feet 7 inches for Little D. It's like diving off the Empire State Building for her. Good girl, Little D on deck. Georgia and Louie, Margaret and Lucy. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Daenerys. Here we go, D. That's right, we got this, D. We got, here it comes, here it comes. Good girl, D. And jump number 2 comes in at identical 3 feet and 7 inches. Back 3 feet 7 inches. Good girl, Little D. That pretty pink and purple Atlas Outfitters weighted dock diving tug. Good girl, D. Good girl, Daenerys. Guest handler, Debbie on the dock. Or Deborah if you're willing to face her wrath. Next up on the dock is going to be Georgia and her Australian Shepherd. This is Louie. Margaret and Lucy, followed by Katie and Mava, Callie and Maisie, Morgan and Maze. Georgia will be back up there with Nessie, followed by Ashley and Payne. Then Callie and Murphy. Louie owns a personal best of 7 feet 8 inches. Current average 7 feet and 5 inches. Non-scored practice jump for Louie. Good boy, right in after that. On deck, once again, Margaret and Lucy, Katie and Ava, Callie and Maisie. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Georgia and Louie. Good man, Louie. Good looking jump right there. That is a brand new personal best. It's 7 feet and 10 inches. 7 feet 10 inches. Good boy, Louie. Brand new personal best by 2 inches. On deck, Margaret and Louie. Right now, scored jump number 2 for Louie coming up. Jump number 2 for Louie. Comes in just a little bit shorter, but still a really nice jump at 7 feet and 3 inches on jump number 2. Good boy. 2 really good jumps by Louie right there. Brand new personal best included at 7 feet and 10 inches. Good boy. Got very quiet in here all of a sudden. Fun little girl coming up on the dock next. This is Margaret and Lucy. On deck, Katie and Mava. Tiny little girl here with a lot of heart as well. Has a huge personal best way out at 25 feet and 10 inches. These two just took up the sport just a few months ago. Already killing it out in the elite division. Non-scored short dock practice jump for Margaret. Lucy, beautiful toss. Nice midair snag by Lucy. Good girl, Lucy. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here. Once again, huge personal best of 25 feet, 10 inches. Very consistent with an average in the Premier Division at, or excuse me, the Elite Division at 24 feet and 1 inch. Nice stretch by Lucy. Jump number 1 for Lucy is going to come in at 22 feet and 7 inches. 22 feet, 7 inches on jump number 1. Good girl. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Margaret and Lucy. Fun, fun, fun little girl. Ton of speed, lots of power. Mava on deck, followed by Callie and Maisie, Morgan and Maze. Jump number 2 right here for Lucy. Good girl. Another good jump by Lucy. A little bit shorter on jump number 2. Is still a good one coming in at 21 feet and 5 inches. Good girl, Lucy. Jump number 1, a good one at 22 feet and 7 inches. Good girl. Good girl, Lucy. Next up, Katie and her chocolate lab puppy. This is Mava. On deck, Callie and Maisie, Morgan and Maze. Georgia back up there with Nessie, followed by Ashley and Payne. Callie and Murphy. Good girl. Non-scored practice jump for Mava right there. Got that orange tug, headed back to the dock. This team owns that nice personal best of 12 feet and 3 inches. Just a puppy. Mava's average sits at 9 feet, 10 inches. This is her second ever event. Average just keeps going up and up and up, but she keeps breaking personal best. Scored jump number 1 right here for Mava. Brakes applied on that one by Mava. Jump number 1, is coming in at 5 feet and 4 inches for Mava. 5 feet 4 inches. Little shorter than we're used to from Mava. That doesn't matter. Get a good one here, and it just washes it right off the slate. Only take the larger score of the two. This is Splash 1 of the weekend. Splash 2 to follow, approximately 7 p.m. On deck, Callie and Maisie, Morgan and Mays, Georgia and Nessie, Ashley and Payne, Callie and Murphy. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Mava. Good girl, Mava. Jump number 2 definitely was a lot bigger. Matter of fact, it pretty much doubled jump number 1 all the way out to 10 feet and 7 inches. 10 feet, 7 inches. Good girl, Mava. Good puppy. Good girl, Mava. That was Katie and Mava once again. Nice score of 10 feet, 7 inches for the Chocolate Lab puppy. That's going to bring us to Callie and Maisie. Maisie has a personal best clear out at 23 feet, 11 inches. Current average sits at 20 feet and 10 inches. Callie, one of our staff members, been very helpful so far this weekend. Helped set up all last 2 days. See her with her 2 kids coming up next. This is Maisie Murphy shortly. Morgan on deck with Mays, Georgia and Nessie. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Callie and Maisie. Good girl, Maisie. Jump number 1 for Maisie is a good one. Comes in all the way out at 21 feet and 3 inches. 21 feet, 3 inches for Maisie. All the way out the other end. Back we go. And the tug made it all the way. That's a big win for Maisie right there. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Callie and Maisie. On deck, Morgan and Mays, Georgia and Nessie. Good girl, Maisie, another good one. Jump number 2, bigger yet, comes in all the way out at 22 feet and 0 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Maisie, 22 feet and 0 inches. Nice job. Good girl, Maisie. 2 really nice Maisie jumps back to back. Going to bring us to first ever competitive jump here for Morgan and her puppy Mays. Mays will be taking a non-scored practice jump. Then you will follow their first ever competitive jump. Just under a year old, Morgan's puppy, Mays. Not scored practice jump for Mays right there. Good girl, Mays. First ever score for her right there. Is a good one. Comes in all the way out at 6 feet and 0 inches. Good girl, Mays. First ever competitive jump at 6 feet and 0 inches. Good girl. Another good jump by Mays. Little bit longer yet, I believe, all the way out to 6 feet and 6 inches. Good girl. Next up on the dock, this is going to be Georgia and her other Australian Shepherd. This is Nessie. They will be taking a non-scored practice jump as well. They own a personal best all the way out at 15 feet and 10 inches. Nice, nice, nice jump, Nessie. That was pretty. After what I just saw, I have to say I think that personal best might be in jeopardy. 15 feet, 10 inches, the mark they've set so far. Current average is 14 feet and 6 inches. On deck, Ashley and Payne, followed by Callie and Murphy, Patricia and Pickles. Scored jump number 1 right here for Nessie. Nice job, Nessie. That was a really good jump. Wow. They did kill that personal best all the way out at 17 feet and 7 inches. 17 feet and 7 inches on jump number 1, almost 2 feet further than their prior personal best. Nice job, Georgia and Nessie. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here for Nessie. Another good looking jump. Had we not seen that first jump, that would have beat the personal best by a whole foot as well. That one's a huge one at 16 feet and 10 inches. Good girl, Nessie. 2 really big jumps, 16 feet, 10 inches on jump number 2. Brand new personal best out at 17 feet 7 inches on jump number 1. Good girl. Nice job by Ashley, or excuse me, Georgia and Nessie. Ashley is up next with Payne. This is Ashley and Payne, followed by Callie and Murphy, Patricia and Pickles. Brittany and Reese, Candy and Rogue, Mary Beth and Ruby. Non-scored practice jump for Payne right there. Scored jump number 1 for Payne right here. Nice jump, second ever score coming up right here for Payne, and that's going to be a new personal best out at 7 feet and 7 inches. Nice job by Payne, 7 feet and 7 inches, brand new personal best. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here on deck, Callie and Murphy, Patricia and Pickles. Scored jump number 2 for Payne right here. Nice jump by Payne. That's going to be a lot bigger. All the way out into the junior division at 10 feet and 1 inch on jump number 2. 10 feet and 1 inch, almost 4 feet further than their prior personal best. No. Murphy. Go find out. Next up, brand new team on the dock. This is Patricia and her Kerry Blue Terrier. This is Pickles. Non-scored practice jump for Pickles right here. Nice job, Pickles. Non-scored practice jump right there. First ever jump for this team right here. On deck will be Brittany and Reese, followed by Candy and Rogue, Mary Beth, Ruby, Sarah and Scout, Peter and Shadow, Chriselle and Sherlock, Deborah and Little Silas, Teresa and Sky. Scored jump number 1 right here coming up for Pickles. We got this, Pickles. First ever score jump right here. Come on, little girl. Here we go. So close, kid. We're so close. We got this. I just watched you fly right on out there.